You guys remember this? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 from the 90s, so many memories. This game hooked us with its story and insane difficulty. Back then, not everyone could actually beat it, but that doesn't make it a bad game at all. In fact, it just brings back all those cozy vibes from childhood. So let's dive in and check out this absolute legend. First things first, we gotta pick our turtle. As you guys know, Donatello is my absolute favorite. What about you? Who's your favorite turtle? Let me know in the comments. It all starts right here in the first scene. Splinter and the Turtles rushing to save April from a burning building. The action kicks off right from the get-go. A burning building, fire everywhere, and here come the Foot Clan guys. They literally leap right out of the flames and fly at us with kicks and punches mid-air. Pure chaos from the very first second. And right through all this madness, after fighting through waves of enemies, we finally find one April deep inside the burning building. From pure shock after seeing Rocksteady, the first boss, our turtle actually starts flashing, or maybe it's just the flickering firelight, who knows? We try not to waste any hits. We parry right in the air and take them down with a jump attack. Soon enough, the enemy starts flashing himself and finally goes down, and we take the win. Out of nowhere, Shredder shows up and snatches April right from under our noses. We sprint after him, but he just flips us the middle bird and bolts into the distance with our girl. Scene 2, we are following right behind Shredder, but Foot Clan robots attack us on the streets. We recharge our strength with a slice of pizza and keep moving forward. The Foot Clan is everywhere. Ninjas with boomerangs, with manhole covers crawling out of a manhole, and just regular ninjas suddenly attacking you. Suddenly Bebop attacks us, a giant warthog with a submachine gun. The pig turned out to be surprisingly agile. First, it rains laser fire on us. Then it switches to close combat, trying to strike us. Then it accelerates and charges at us, trying to knock us down and incapacitate us in every way possible. The enemy is strong, but the super move doesn't always work. Our fingers aren't obeying, but as Vin Diesel used to say,
he knows it doesn't matter what's under a hood. The only thing that matters is who's behind the wheel.
In the end, we defeat the villain. Eventually, the villain starts flashing, and we defeat the villain effortlessly, using the power of Vin Diesel. Scene 3, the familiar sewers. The turtle feels right at home, like a fish in water. New robots have appeared, but some of them even bite. Baxter Stockman appears before us on some kind of flying machine. He's a bit creepy for a boss, but still, we can hit him with a jumping attack in midair, just like all the previous bosses. Not only does he shoot at us, but he also spits out tiny, small robots, nasty robots that bite you. It wasn't hard to deal with this boss. Soon he started flashing just like all the other bosses, and we won. Scene 4, Winter Cataclysm. We are greeted by falling rocks, snowplows, and dangerous snowmen. They shoot at us and are wildly annoying, jumping back whenever you try to attack them. The funniest and most amusing thing happened next. I'm met by ninjas throwing snowballs. They throw snowballs and take away my hits. That's actually funny. After all this, we are warmly greeted by the rat boss. When I was a kid, I thought it was Splinter's older brother. Looking at this boss right now is just hilarious. One attack, seriously. Once again, we managed to beat the boss effortlessly. The enemy is defeated. Let's move on. Scene 5, we are walking along some highway. Ninjas with swords greet us warmly and wholeheartedly. They jump and hit us as always, but we dodge. A car suddenly charges at us from the parking lot. We are also met by annoying ninjas with submachine guns that are hard to jump over. They push back with their shoulders and shoot from a distance. In short, overall, they're a real pain. All right, once again we are met by Baxter Stockman, only this time in a different form. This time he just flies around and shoots at us with some weapon, an incomprehensible weapon. He is an extremely unpleasant boss because it's hard to attack him with a jump. After several attacks, the enemy is finally defeated. After defeating the enemy, we rescue our friend April O'Neil from captivity and take her to a safe place. Along the way, she thanked us with a kiss. The skateboard section doesn't last very long. Before long, enemy helicopters appear overhead. Foot soldiers keep coming from every direction. And even more robotic enemies try to knock me off my board. After surviving the chaos, I finally make it back to the turtle van. Unfortunately, the ride doesn't last long. I lose control, crash straight through the bridge, and plunge into the water below. Luckily, a crash like that isn't enough to stop a Ninja Turtle. I'm back on my feet, ready to keep fighting. The adventure continues. This time, a new type of foot ninja joins the fight. They're armed with spears, and they're surprisingly accurate. They throw them with incredible precision, making them one of the more dangerous enemies in this stage. And of course, the annoying grabbing robots are back. They just can't leave me alone. Every chance they get, they sneak up from behind, grab me, and demand my full attention. And then, the tiny laser helicopters show up. They're everywhere. Seriously, there must be an entire factory producing these annoying little machines. Just when you destroy one, 3 more seem to take its place. After fighting through all that chaos, I finally find Master Splinter. He's chained to the wall. But before I can free him, a heavily armed cyborg suddenly appears. He's carrying a machine gun and puts up a serious fight. Fortunately, I'm not going down that easily. After an intense battle, the cyborg is finally defeated. Master Splinter is finally free, safe at last. He thanks me for the rescue. Our next destination is the Technodrome. That's where this adventure is leading us. Unfortunately, the road to the Technodrome isn't going to be easy. Plenty of dangerous enemies are standing in our way, and they're determined to stop me before I ever get there. As if the Foot Clan wasn't enough, animated tiger statues suddenly come to life. Without any warning, they charge across the entire room, and they're much tougher than they look. It takes 5, sometimes even 6 hits just to bring one of them down. After a tough fight, the samurai finally falls. One more obstacle is behind me. Without wasting any time, I continue my journey toward the Technodrome. At last, I reach the Technodrome. But the hardest part is only just beginning. 3 bosses are waiting for me. Behind the next door, an old enemy is waiting for me. It's the same heavily armed robot I've already defeated before. I already know its attack patterns, so this rematch doesn't last very long. A few well-placed hits, and the machine is nothing more than a pile of scrap metal. This time, a portal suddenly opens, and Krang steps out. It's immediately clear this isn't going to be an easy fight. Krang is one of the toughest opponents I've faced so far. The toughest fight, however, belongs to Shredder. He creates multiple copies of himself, making it almost impossible to tell which one is real. The only way to expose the real Shredder is to knock the helmet off his head. Once his disguise is gone, the battle becomes much more manageable. After an intense fight, Shredder is finally defeated.